Hey everybody, welcome to day 12 of your 14-day training. We're almost done, which is super exciting. And today I'm going to take a closer look at Facebook because Facebook is a platform that a lot of coaches use to grow their business. Obviously, there's Instagram and Snapchat and other platforms that you can use, but Facebook is still one of the most popular with Instagram right behind it. So what's nice about Facebook is that using it is totally free. So unless you're doing sponsored ads or boosted posts, which we'll get into a little bit later, it's totally free. So you don't have to pay for it, which is really nice. And the most successful people are those that are being authentic and they're delivering the message, whatever their message is, and they're being themselves. So, if you go to some of the top coaches' pages, you'll see that they're all different in how they relay what it is they're trying to say. So their style is different, their message is different, but they're still all running successful businesses. So the last thing that you want to do is copy and paste things word for word from other people. So you're more than welcome to use some of my stuff, but obviously you're going to want to make it your own and you're going to want to make it your own language. So how can you build your business from Facebook? Well, number one, you want to look at your friends list and see how many friends you have. So I want you to actually do that right now. So I want you to go to your friends list, pause this training, go to your friends list, and I want you to see how many friends you have. So what you need to do is grow your list. So use Facebook. So I know you've made that list of 100, but use Facebook to add people to your network. And so one of the ways that you can do that is to go to people you may know and see who's on there, right? So you don't want to be friend requesting everybody because Facebook will block you and think that you're spam. So you definitely don't want to every single person on there click request to be friend. I usually try and do one or two a day or a couple a week. So you definitely want to do that. At the end of the day, it's also quality over quantity. So I was guilty of this in the beginning, really just trying to market to anyone and to get anyone to join my challenge groups and get anyone to be a coach. And now I'm being pretty selective. I'm selecting the people that I think have are similar to me and who are wanting to work the business. So how can you grow your network? So the first thing I want you to do is write down 10 things you're interested in doing. And I want you to go to those, they have pages about that, and just start participating. Don't go in there and start talking all about Beachbody, but just start having conversation. It's okay to be in some fitness groups, but you're likely going to be running across, a lot of people who are Beachbody coaches already doing Beachbody products. So if you're looking to grow your network to get people to, be on your team or to do your challenge groups, you're going to want to pick some other things. So I have, young women entrepreneurs. I'm involved in pages that are about young moms and different things like that. So write down the things you're interested in and then try and find pages that are around that. We talked about the fact that you're going to go to the people who you may know, and again, don't request everybody at the same time because Facebook is going to get super annoyed and they're going to blacklist you. So those are two really easy ways to get your following up and to grow your network. So Facebook has some interesting algorithms, what they call them, and it changes almost regularly, but there's some basic principles. Why, if you post something, are you getting nobody to comment on it? There's a good chance that it's because you posted it and you're not engaging with your users, right? So they're not seeing it. So I don't know if you remember, but I talked about the fact that if you post something and nobody engages with it within the first few minutes, Facebook doesn't think that they think that no one's interested. So Facebook's not going to have it show up in your newsfeed. So that's why it's super, super important to, when you're posting something, so whether it's just a picture or a video or something, to stay on Facebook for a few minutes so that you have time to interact and go back and forth so that Facebook can say, oh, wow, this is really, really interesting. We're going to put this in more of their followers' Facebook feed or news feed. So here is how you can, some basic tips on how to get your popularity up. Number one, try and post the picture or a live video. Live videos rank the highest on Facebook right now. I know it can be super scary to do that, and I was super nervous the first time I did it too, but it's really not that bad. So, make a list of things that you want to go live about. So maybe it's when you're meal prepping, maybe it's when you're if you're really great at doing makeup or really great at doing hair, or you get people commenting on that, maybe it's like a quick live video on a tutorial. Maybe you do a live video on the challenge group that you're running. Maybe you do a live video if you're super organized. Like, come up with some topics that you think people would be interested in, or things that people come to you for, and live video about it. One of the things that I really discourage you from doing is to share other people's posts. So if you see something that someone posted about a challenge group or a really cool recipe, make it your own. Don't just share it, because they're going to be going to their Facebook page, and that's not what you want to do. So make sure that you're creating your own post. So look for other content, but don't just share it. Make it your own. Analyze everything that you post. So make sure, when you look at something, is it too salesy? Is it something you'd comment on? If it's not, then go back to the drawing board. We talked about the fact that it's all about the 80-20 rule. It's so important. It should be 80% personal, 20% Beachbody. If it's the other way around, people are going to stop following you because they're going to get super annoyed. What I want you to do now is pause this video, and I want you to look at your profile or your Facebook page and look at the past 7 days worth of posts. So, look at how you did. Did you post 3 to 5 times a day? Was it 80% about your personal life and 20% about Beachbody? I want you to take a look, and I want you to see how you did. And when you're done, I want you to come back, and we're going to wrap things up. Now, hopefully you were able to take a look at everything, and if it was a little too much Beachbody, it's okay. We all do it. It's time to tweak it. If you didn't get, the 3 to 5 posts in daily, then you know that you need to start working on that. And so use that content calendar and really try and, outline some of your core posts throughout the week. But again, it's just super important to be consistent. What you don't want to do on Facebook is post like 100 times a day. Snapchat is totally different. So you can snap all day long. Even Instagram is a little bit different. But on Facebook, more than 3 to 5 times a day can kind of get a little bit annoying. So you want to make sure that you kind of keep it to that. Business posts, right? So, this could be a challenge group post or a coaching opportunity post. Always post with a picture and a question, right? Because you want to get people to respond. So like, who's ready to rock this challenge with me? Who's ready to earn some additional income? Always ask with a question and give them a way to respond. Comment below, message me. There's a link in the comments. So one of the other things that you want to avoid on Facebook is putting a YouTube link directly in the post, because YouTube and Facebook don't exactly get along. So you'll want to put the YouTube link like in the comments. So link to the video is in the comments. So I do like a picture in the actual post, and then the link to the YouTube video is in the comments. Don't always share from Instagram to Facebook, because again, they don't get along. So if you put something on Facebook, then just repost it, or put something on Instagram, then just repost it on Facebook. If you're really engaging, so you also want to make sure that you're engaging with other people. So going through your newsfeed and just liking things, commenting on things, asking questions. Once you start doing that, they're going to start to see your stuff because you're engaging with each other. So again, during that power hour, going through and just, take 5 minutes and go down your newsfeed and start clicking on things, start asking questions, start liking things. If you see it's somebody's birthday, private message them and wish them a happy birthday and see how they're doing. It's a great way to start a conversation. Now, for your challenge groups and your coaching opportunities, you want to post that about 3 to 4 times per week. You don't want to do it every single day. And you want to switch up those posts. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, how you can, let's just say you're running a group for busy working moms. So maybe leading up to your launch of the challenge group, you take a week and you just share how in your busy lifestyle you get your workout and your nutrition in. And then when you launch, people are going to be following that. And then when you launch your challenge group the next week, they're going to be like, oh, wow, they really have it together because I saw that they were doing it. I need to join this group because I'm in a similar situation. Or maybe it's a wedding. So you're showing how you're getting ready for your wedding and how it's like a bridal boot camp. And you show how you're doing it and why you're doing it and maybe, like your wedding dress fitting and all this other stuff. And then when you launch your challenge group, you already have people who see that and they're interested in it. So your homework for tonight is to, number one, do the audit of your Facebook page if you haven't already done it. See who you can reconnect with and reconnect with them, so request to be their friend. And I want you to post in the group or send an email to your sponsor coach with what your Facebook strategy is going to be. what sort of content calendar you have, what sort of posts you're going to do, when your next challenge group is going to launch, even if it's with your sponsor coach, and how you're going to rock it and make it work. And then what live videos you're going to do, because I want all of you to do at least one live video between now and the end of the training. So once you do that homework, I want you to either email to your sponsor coach, me, or whoever that may be, or post it in the group. All right, guys, have a great day.